Fellow holders, it's time to shine. For those unaware of what the shared web case was, and how it ended up dropping 70% since its peak, let's get into it. The shared web case was the case included with the shared web operation as you could guess.
Are you sure about that?
In the previous operation, Operation Hydra, there was a change with the way Valve deals with operation cases. Traditionally, operation cases would drop in-game when the operation ended. The Vanguard case from the Vanguard operation was available as an in-game drop for years. Cases would be opened during the operation, and prices were cheap because people knew it was going to drop to bottom dollar when the operation ends, and thousands of people receive it in-game for free. While Operation Hydra didn't follow this trend, the case was instantly added to the rare drop pool. Prices went up fast and have continued to go up today. Well, after a long wait, here comes Operation Shattered Web. And look at that, a new case we can make a ton of money on. Why would you open the case if it's limited supply? Why would you instantly sell the case if Hydra did so well? Before we dive in, we need to understand the case itself. The shared web case at the time of its release had a ton of hype. How could it not after the success of the Hydra case? Skins that deserve attention are the Op Containment Breach, Scout Bloodshot, Tech-9 Decimator, and AK Rat Rod. The Containment Breach is one of the best green ops in the game, and it's a covert rarity. Good. The Scout is a good gun to have as a higher tier skin, but I don't know anyone who loves the skin itself. Good, not great. The Tech-9 Decimator is one of the best Tech-9s in the game. I feel like every game I play, someone has one of these. And the AK Rat Rod overall is underwhelming. Only a purple, and even though the art is cool, it's just not flashy enough for some people. But that's just the skins. The rare item is where the real demand comes from.
Yeah, boy.
Unique Shattered Web knives, Nomad, Paracord, Survival, and the extremely hyped Skeleton. When the Hydra case was released, it contained the first generation of gloves. Included in this collection are the loved and very expensive Pandora's boxes. While Shattered Web didn't have Pandora's boxes of its own, having so many new knives to choose from is still a big deal, and people went in. Shattered Web changed the way operations were approached in CS. From a story-based campaign-style journey through multiple missions to a Fortnite-expired Battle Pass system. We have seen this escalate through the years with Operation Riptide containing 0 story-based missions. Well, with this new Battle Pass style, their money-making machine just ramped up to 110%. Stars could be obtained completing the missions released every week, eventually totaling 100. Stars could also be obtained by purchasing them at various different amounts. And you know what? It worked. Thousands upon thousands of dollars were spent within the first week alone. YouTubers hunting high-tier operation skins, flipping cases, and hunting stickers like the gold web foil that was soon hyped up by Anomaly and others. Potential was everywhere. Everything had investment potential. Everything would make you rich. That mentality ruined all the potential that existed. The ability to purchase stars greatly increased the quantity of these items. Using old data, at least 11 million shared web cases have been opened by searching the quantity of each individual knife, then using the 0.255% chance to get a knife to estimate how many total cases have been opened. There's a hidden supply within private accounts, and the post being over a year old means that many more have been opened. Looking at the coverts today, there are 62,000 containment breaches registered and 46,000 MAC-10 stalkers registered. By using the 0.64% chance to obtain a covert, at least 16,800,000 cases have been unboxed. But why is there such a large difference between the containment breach and stalker if they're the same rarity? Well, FloatDB cannot scan every inventory. My assumption is that containment breaches have been sold for profit and cycled through traders with public profiles more than the stalker has. If we match their quantity, which still doesn't consider the unregistered containment breaches, that number becomes 20 million. Now for the Hydra comparison. Onitaji has a supply of 25,118. The 5.7 Hyper Beast has a supply of 24,163. Using the same 0.64% odds, we land at 7.7 million. Even though the Hydra case is 2 years older, there was a thriving player base. There are so many more Shadowweb cases that have been opened, even if we take away the extra Mac 10 stalkers that were added. Shadowweb cases listed on the Steam market, 13,000. Hydra cases, 960. Across various different markets, there are thousands and thousands of Shadowweb cases, and within storage units, potentially millions. Despite the massive amounts of Shadowweb cases that have been opened, the unboxing rate just isn't enough to keep the prices afloat. Unfortunate for those who purchased during or shortly after the operation, but it's time to reevaluate 2 years in the future. Starting near Christmas, the Shadowweb case has started another upwards trend. This is not the first time. Throughout May 2021, there was an effort to bring the case back to its glory, but it fell back to the bottom throughout the course of the year. Well, here's why I think this current rise tells a different story. May last year was an interesting time for the market. We experienced our third large summer hype. The summer hype these last 3 years have given great opportunities to sell for massive returns. Some cash out, some reinvest, some do both. Those looking to reinvest try to find something that hasn't been affected yet, giving them an opportunity to double dip for insane returns. I find it very likely that the Shadowweb case seeing a pump has a direct correlation with people repurchasing items they believe have potential. Well, why did the price crash before June then? That's when stickers and various other items hit their peak. It's tricky, but the way I see it is the hidden supply within storage units started to flood the market. For many people who bought the initial dip October 2020, this was their break-even point. After a year of holding an item that has failed, they can finally sell without a loss and purchase items that have safer long-term potential. Now, if we look at the current rise, I don't see an obvious market correlation. The crypto crash has created opportunities in the past, but monitoring my Catavisa 2015 stickers, the most I saw was a 20% rise that was swiftly wiped away. The current Shadowweb case trajectory feels more like natural demand, not money being forced into niche areas of the market. Personal investment, opinion, time. If you're someone who wants to take a chance on this case, I would not go yet. There has already been a pullback, so I would wait for stability before going in. It's very possible that prices could go back down to their low short term, and you'll be kicking yourself for buying early. If you have little faith in the case, then there's no pressure to purchase. Until the fracture case, which contains the same knives, gets moved to rare, the only reason people would choose this case is to obtain a containment breach. Regardless, I have considered increasing my Shadowweb case supply, but at this moment I want to see what the price can do over the next month. If prices fall back down to the bottom, it's not ready yet. If prices stay above what they were November 2021, I will consider putting a small bag in.